OET Reading C, essential vocabulary. Words you need to know to succeed at reading for all healthcare professions. OET reading is challenging. There are 16 questions out of 42, so it represents 36% of the overall reading score. Exam creators use the same vocabulary over and over again. This video looks at words you need to know to pass OET Reading C. Take the time to watch it and make a note of new vocabulary. There's no easy way to pass Reading C. You have to put in the work. Good luck. Top tip: number the paragraphs before you start in reading part C. This will help save time and ensure you read the right paragraph for the right question. Choose the best synonym for detrimental. The correct answer is C, damaging. Detrimental means causing harm, damage, or negative effects. In healthcare, it refers to factors that worsen a patient's condition or hinder recovery. Synonyms include harmful, damaging, adverse, injurious, or deleterious. Smoking has a detrimental effect on respiratory health. Poor nutrition can be detrimental to wound healing. Lack of sleep is detrimental to cognitive function in shift workers. What does the word intermittent most nearly mean? Constant, sporadic, intense, predictable. The correct answer is sporadic. Intermittent means occurring at irregular intervals, not continuous or steady. In a clinical context, it can describe symptoms or treatments that appear, stop, and start again. Synonyms include sporadic, periodic, irregular, on and off. The patient reported intermittent chest pain over the last 48 hours. Intermittent fevers may be a sign of infection. The monitor showed intermittent arrhythmias during the night. Select the closest meaning to precipitate as used in a medical context. Delay, trigger, ignore, prevent. The correct answer is trigger. Precipitate means to cause something to happen suddenly or unexpectedly. In healthcare, it often refers to factors that provoke a symptom or a condition. Synonyms include trigger, induce, cause, provoke, or bring on. Stress may precipitate a migraine in susceptible individuals. High sodium intake can precipitate a hypertensive crisis. Withdrawal from medication might precipitate seizures. Don't confuse seizures with this word, which is scissors. Seizures, scissors. Question number 4. Which word is closest in meaning to ameliorate? Improve, halt, mask, exacerbate. Ameliorate means to improve. Ameliorate means to make something better or less severe. In medicine, it's often used when referring to treatments aimed at improving symptoms. Synonyms include improve, ease, relieve, alleviate, or mitigate. The drug was used to ameliorate the symptoms of depression. Antihistamines can ameliorate allergic reactions. Community support services aim to ameliorate caregiver stress. Question 5. In the sentence, the nurse documented the patient's cognitive decline. What does cognitive most closely relate to? Emotional health, brain function, physical movement, or speech production? The correct answer is brain function. Cognitive refers to mental processes such as thinking, memory, learning, and problem solving. Synonyms include intellectual, mental, psychological in some contexts. Remember, words exist in context with other words. Dementia affects cognitive functions like memory and reasoning. The patient underwent a cognitive assessment after the head injury. Sleep deprivation can impair cognitive performance. Question 6. What is the best synonym for recur? Resolve, return, disappear, vary. The correct answer is return. Recur means to happen again, especially, repeatedly, or periodically. It is commonly used when describing symptoms or illnesses. Synonyms include return, reappear, relapse, and flare-up. The patient's symptoms began to recur after stopping medication. Recurrent infections may indicate an underlying condition. Headaches that recur frequently should be investigated. Question 7 of 20. There are 20 questions in this video. Which option best reflects the meaning of prognosis? Diagnosis, prescription, forecast, or procedure? The correct answer is forecast. Prognosis is the predicted outcome or course of a disease, including chances of recovery. Synonyms include outlook, forecast, prediction, expectation. The doctor gave a good prognosis following the surgery. The prognosis is poor due to late-stage diagnosis. A favorable prognosis is likely with early treatment. Question 8. The term inadvertent is closest in meaning to unintentional, planned, deliberate, or aggressive. The correct answer is unintentional. Inadvertent means not done on purpose, accidental. In medicine, it can describe unintended outcomes or errors. Synonyms include accidental, unintentional, unplanned. The patient suffered an inadvertent injury during the procedure. An inadvertent overdose occurred due to a prescribing error. Inadvertent contamination can compromise sterile technique. Question 9. Choose the best synonym for aggravate. Relieve, improve, worsen, or treat. Aggravate means to worsen. Aggravate means to make something worse, especially a symptom or condition. Synonyms include worsen, exacerbate, intensify. Cold weather may aggravate joint pain in arthritis patients. Smoking can aggravate respiratory conditions like asthma. The patient's refusal to rest aggravated the injury. What is the best synonym for adverse? Supportive, positive, harmful, routine. The correct answer is harmful. Adverse refers to negative, harmful, or undesirable effects, especially in response to treatment or medication. Harmful, unfavorable, negative, and undesirable are synonyms. The patient experienced an adverse reaction to the antibiotic. Monitor for adverse effects such as dizziness or nausea. An adverse outcome was recorded after the injury. Question 11. We're halfway through the video. Choose the best synonym for exacerbate. Soothe, worsen, heal, or ignore. The correct answer is to worsen. Exacerbate means to make a problem, situation, or symptom worse. Synonyms include worsen, aggravate, intensify, compound. Stress can exacerbate symptoms of irritable bowel syndrome. Failing to rest may exacerbate the injury. Exposure to allergens can exacerbate asthma attacks. Question 12. What is the best synonym for susceptible? This is a very important word you need to know. Immune, exposed, vulnerable, or resistant. The correct answer is vulnerable. Susceptible means likely to be influenced or harmed by a particular condition or disease. Synonyms include vulnerable, prone, at risk, and sensitive. Elderly patients are more susceptible to infections. A weakened immune system makes one susceptible to illness. In this sentence, one means a person. A weakened immune system makes a person susceptible to illness. Malnourished individuals are susceptible to complications. Question 13. Choose the best synonym for instigate. Avoid, cease, initiate, or observe. The correct answer is initiate. Another important word. Instigate means to start or trigger something, especially an action or process. In healthcare, it often refers to initiating treatment or policy changes. Synonyms include initiate, trigger, launch, or set in motion. The hospital decided to instigate a new infection control policy. A complaint from a patient may instigate a full review. The findings instigated further research into side effects. Select the closest synonym for impede. Speed up, obstruct, encourage, or stimulate. Impede means to obstruct. Impede means to hinder or slow down progress or movement. Synonyms include obstruct, hinder, hamper, or block. Swelling can impede blood flow to the affected area. Anxiety may impede a patient's ability to communicate. Infection can impede wound healing. Heavy snowfall can impede traffic and delay school openings. The lack of funding may impede progress on the construction project. Loud background noise can impede communication during a phone call. Poor internet connection can impede your ability to work from home. Bureaucratic red tape may impede new business development. Fear of failure can impede personal growth and decision making. Choose the word that means the same as transient. Constant, brief, persistent, progressive. The correct answer is brief. Transient means lasting only for a short time. Temporary. Synonyms include brief, fleeting, short-lived. The patient experienced transient dizziness after standing up. Transient symptoms may not require long-term treatment. The rash was transient and disappeared within hours. Question 15. What is the closest synonym for mitigate? Escalate, expose, lessen, or delay. Mitigate means to make something less severe, serious, or painful. Synonyms include reduce, lessen, alleviate, or ease. Medication was given to mitigate the patient's pain. Public health campaigns aim to mitigate disease spread. Cool compresses can mitigate inflammation. A campaign is a planned series of actions or efforts aimed at achieving a specific goal, such as promoting public health, increasing awareness, or encouraging behavior change in healthcare. The hospital launched a vaccination campaign to increase flu immunization rates among elderly patients. A public health campaign was organized to raise awareness about the importance of hand hygiene. The anti-smoking campaign helped reduce the number of smokers in the community by providing education and support. Question 16. In the context of side effects, benign most nearly means dangerous, harmless, unpredictable, or severe. The correct answer is harmless. Benign refers to something not harmful, often used to describe tumors or conditions. Synonyms include non-cancerous, mild, or non-threatening. The lump was found to be benign after testing. Benign side effects usually do not require treatment. The condition is benign and self-limiting. Self-limiting means it's self-resolving. The condition goes away by itself or on its own, i.e., there is no need for treatment. Question 17. Choose the best synonym for refute. Deny, prove, support, or disprove. The answer is disprove. Refute means to prove that something is wrong or false. Synonyms include debunk, contradict, and challenge. The trial data refuted earlier claims of effectiveness. He attempted to refute the allegations with evidence. Research refuted the idea that vaccines can cause autism. 3 more questions. You're doing great. Keep up the great work. Select the closest synonym for plausible. Unlikely, reasonable, false, or dangerous. Plausible. What does plausible mean? It means reasonable or probable. Synonyms include credible, believable, reasonable, logical. The doctor gave a plausible explanation for the symptoms. A plausible diagnosis was made based on the test results. Her account of the event sounded plausible. An account in this context means her story of the event or how she described the event. Her description of the event. Her account of the event. What does precaution most closely mean? Cure, warning, prevention, or diagnosis? The answer is prevention. Precaution is an action taken to prevent harm or adverse outcomes. Synonyms include safeguard, preventive measure, protection. Use gloves as a precaution against infection. Vaccines are a common precaution in public health. The nurse explained all precautions before surgery. The final question in this set of 20 important OET Reading C words. Choose the word most similar to compromised. Strengthened, damaged, assessed, or diagnosed? The correct answer is damaged. Compromised means weakened or impaired, often referring to the immune system or bodily functions. Synonyms include weakened, impaired, damaged. The patient's immune system is compromised. The patient's immune system is weakened, is impaired, is damaged. A compromised airway can lead to respiratory failure. The wound was compromised due to contamination. That's it. I hope you learned a lot. Check out the hundreds of other OET videos on this channel to help you pass OET. To help you, not to help up. Don't forget to please like the video to help me build this channel for you. Thank you for watching. Good luck with your studies. Stay motivated. You can do it.